the growing challenge posed by population explosion for it to perform its task as a 21st century electoral body. Tobacco control advocates are asking the 8th National Assembly to fast-track the approval of the tobacco control regulations currently before it without watering down the provisions. The advocates, while addressing newsmen in Lagos, expressed worry that 3 years after the regulations were drafted, full implementation is yet to begin, even as they express fear of tobacco industry interference.
In 2017, the Nigerian government drafted 9 regulations for the implementation of the 2015 National Tobacco Control Act, NTCA, which seeks to regulate and control the manufacture and sale of tobacco products in the country. Key among the regulations are the prohibition of the sale of tobacco products to minors, ban on sale of cigarettes and single sticks, prohibition of smoking in public places, and the prohibition of tobacco advertising, promotion, and sponsorship. 3 years down the line, the regulations are yet to get the approval of the National Assembly, and this worries tobacco control advocates.
Tobacco has contributed immensely to poverty, to diseases and sickness, and ultimately death of 1 million of people. And unfortunately, in this part of the world, we don't usually keep such data.
The tobacco industries, only one thing is at stake for them, and that is profit. So for the Nigerian government, what should be at stake for them? It should be the health of its citizenry. So we are saying let this 8th Assembly ensure they pass these regulations.
The advocates are therefore calling on the 8th National Assembly to leave a legacy for public health by fast-tracking approval of the regulations before winding down without watering down the provisions.
The bulk of the work rests on the committee, which is the Committee of Delegated Legislation in the House of Representatives, to please do what is needed to ensure that that regulation is not watered down, to mean that the standards are not weakened. We don't just want a regulation, we want a strong regulation.
I want to join voice with the Nigerian Tobacco Control Alliance today in asking the National Assembly to fast-track this approval and to ensure that what comes out of this process is strong and is effective and is not diluted by the tobacco industry.
Describing Nigeria as one of the least regulated countries in tobacco control in Africa, the advocates said only a strong legislation will ensure the health, safety, and future of Nigerian people. Nkoli Omoudu, AIT News, Lagos.
Another batch of 132 Nigerians stranded in Libya arrived at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on Tuesday night. The returnees were assisted back to Nigeria through the efforts of the International Organization for Migration, IOM. Head of Operations IOM, Tamrat Abraha, says with